Hey friends, Miss Spitzer here. I decided that I'm going to tape a tutorial for you on how to do controlled scribble in the method of C.J. Hendry. By now you should have watched the short YouTube video about C.J. Hendry, so you have an idea of what she does, who she is, the kind of style of the work that she does, just to see some examples. Okay? As you can see, I just came in from a 5-mile run, looking fresh. Got my snack here with me, some snow peas. So I'm in health world here. All right, so I have taken a picture that I'm going to use for my reference. Again, you should have already looked at the samples from C.J. Hendry, so you know kind of where I'm going with this. If you're more interested in drawing portraits or landscapes or something else, this is just some inspiration for you, because everybody has food, I hope, at their house that they can shoot a picture of to use as a reference image for this project. Okay, so if you have a good dinner, get your iPad or your phone out and take a picture of it in bird's eye view to use as your inspiration for this piece. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be using as a reference. Nothing says delicious like Olaf waffle. Okay, I am using my sketchbook to draw in. This is a 9x12-inch sketchbook. If you have a smaller one, that works. If you just have loose paper, like printer paper, that'll also do just fine. Some sort of drawing paper is what you want, or a Bristol board would also be fine. Something smooth, because we are going to be using a variety of whatever you have at your house. I'm figuring everybody at least has like a Bic pen, which would honestly work just as well as anything else. So grab yourself some sort of a pen, a micron, also great. If you have a fine tip Sharpie, that'll work. I'm gonna use one of these Signo like jelly rollers. I think they're the best for doing controlled scribble because they're nice and smooth on the page. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my lovely face off the screen, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do controlled scribble, and then you can try it at home. Bye. All right, so we're ready to draw. Again, here's my reference image that I'm using from my iPad. You can reference whatever you'd like, but I'm going to do an aerial view of food because I think it's something everybody has. It takes that inspiration from C.J. Hendry, and it's something maybe you haven't drawn before, right? So here's the image that I'm going to be working from. Okay. So step number 1 is going to be that if you're drawing a circle for your plate, is finding something circular to trace. Don't just freehand a circle. It's going to look like a 2-year-old did it. So reference something, get something circular, and go ahead and trace it onto your paper. That way it's nice and a perfect circle. So I'm just using a smaller version of the plate that I used in my image. But there are lots of circular things around your house that you can easily find and trace so you get that perfect circle appearance. Okay, and you don't need a fancy drawing pencil. Any old pencil will do just fine. All right, now I have a perfect circle drawn on my plate, for my plate, and I'm going to go ahead from here and continue lightly sketching out my entire composition. All right, I've already drawn my composition onto my paper, and now I'm going to reference my light and darks. Notice I use a couple pens throughout this until I find the perfect one that I like. When you're doing controlled scribble, when you have really tight scribble, it gets really dark, and those are the dark values. When you want to get a lighter value or more of a mid-tone, you want to loosen up that scribble so it's not so tight, and you'll see the white of the paper revealed underneath. And that's how you're going to make things look three-dimensional and look like it has value and depth, by changing the tightness of your controlled scribble. Again, it's going to take you maybe a couple tries with different pens to find one that you really like, that works well for you, that's really smooth across the paper. Eventually, I found one that I liked, but I did go through a couple to get to that point. Okay, so keep on going. I'm going to eventually finish this entire thing. I'd love to see yours when it's finished. So make sure you post them to your art Instagram or send me an email, and then maybe we can have a conference towards the end of the week and take a look at everybody's together.